Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Piping Centre and, well, our second night at Celtic Connections. We are MacGregor's gathering, which is basically the idea of taking a session that we've had in the pub for the last few years now, taking it to the stage. And the whole idea of doing that was that we wanted to kind of share a little bit of the community that happens at these sessions, because we've got youngsters, we've got oldsters, we've got professionals, we've got amateurs, we've got people who've just been playing for a couple of weeks. All sorts of people come along to the session. And what we're doing tonight is we're inviting you into the session. So welcome to MacGregor's gathering. So, what have we got for you tonight? Well, it's not your usual kind of gig, because we really are inviting you into the pub. And at any point, if you need a drink, just go to the bar. There is no halftime break or anything like that. If you need the toilet, you are very welcome to go, apart from you, Kyle, who went twice last night during the gig, and that's a red card offence. So, what we are trying to show to you tonight, though, is that the music is very much alive. And we have just unbelievable talent, particularly here in the Highlands. We've got so many great musicians, and we're going to showcase that for you tonight. And the whole idea of a session is that, people always ask, how would you know when the next tune's coming? What's happening next? And you don't. You have to have your eyes open, your ears open. The whole thing is just, it's kind of like a spontaneous thing. You've got to be looking, hearing, watching the whole time as to what's happening. And that's what we're going to have tonight as well, because everybody's on edge here. Apart from our next guest, Mr. Finlay MacDonald. He is a man who runs the Piping Centre and really is Mr. Piping in Scotland. Give him a big hand. Hey, hey, hey. Now, he loves this gig. Now, the reason we've got Finlay here is now young Miles here. Young Miles, who is not drinking tonight because at 1 o'clock last night, there was messages put out saying, "Has anyone seen Miles?" He'd turned up, done the gig, and disappeared to the festival club. Yes, we know. Well, you see, at the age of 16, Miles turned up to our session, and he played the pipes. And he was sat beside possibly the most scary character in Scottish folk music, the big bearded battlefield band bagpipe playing Mike Katz. And Mike sat beside him and shouted at him for about an hour about piping. And the amazing thing is, Miles has continued to come to every session, no matter what. So we thought we'd get him another kind of role model in Finlay. And the two of them are just bonded now. So anyway, we're going to start off with another young lad here. This is Callan McCarran, and he's going to take us off with a Phil Cunningham tune called Hog Ties. you kind of get the idea. The whole night is going to be filled with tunes and songs of all different types. And it's amazing in the bar over the years. We've had people come in, and we've had Grammy Award-winning bluegrass singers coming in. We've had opera singers. We've had whole choirs come in. Why they were quite coming in to sing gospel music in the heathen part of Inverness, I don't know, but they did. It's been quite incredible. And during all these nights, the one thing that silences the bar is Gaelic song. And that's what we're going to hear just now. And Kirsteen is going to take it away just now.
Chavi green, suyek bord. Chavi bieges, chavi fien, de kulen dorish. Chavi green, chavi bieges, chavi fien. Nekener nyeri asuai, nekener nyeri asuai. Kelsa lapi gela boy, nekener nyeri asuai. Hanike sasinyan, oh hanike. happily.
Hey, Kirsteen Nakau! So over the years, many different people have drifted into the bar and sang songs, and I've always had a penchant for a bit of a country sound to things. And many, many years ago, as part of Blazing Fiddles, I was up in Shetland, and they love their country music up there as well. And it was there that I was lucky enough to see this man standing on a table, it has to be said, singing Hank Williams songs. His name is Dean Owens, and he's about to give us a song. But before we do that, I'm going to tell you a really silly story. Because when he was doing that, we were in the bar, the most famous bar in Shetland. It's an incredible place. People from all over the world have played in there. And that evening, we were all having a great tune. Dean was standing on the table pretending he was Elvis. And Tommy Sheridan walked past us. And Aidan O'Rourke, who was in the band with us at the time, thought this was amazing. He was a big supporter of Tommy at the time. That was before Tommy got found out. And so he was yeah, Tommy, yeah. And he went to play the Red Flag, but instead he played this. He played the Sash. And Tommy just stared at him and went, yeah, right on, and walked off out the door. Thankfully, Dean got on the stage again and sang, but please welcome just one of the most magnificent songwriters in Scotland this day. Please welcome Dean Owens.
Thanks, Bruce. You've blown my cover. I don't do Elvis anymore. I don't do Hank either. So. But it's funny, up here amongst all these young people, I feel as old as Hank.
Gee, thanks.
I'm going to play a song that I played all those years ago with Bruce, and it's a song that's on an album I made with a band called Calexico, and it's a song called New Mexico. You right?
Yep, all good.
1, 2, 3, 4. My sweet Maria, where are you now? Does your hair still fall down your pretty face? I had to leave, I just couldn't stay to see somebody else take my place. Love's been no better than you would be. Love is a light that's still out of my reach, hard to let go. New Mexico, I'd love to go back to New Mexico and see the sunflowers bloom once again. Just you and I, beneath the sky that's as blue as your eyes in the rain. I long to come back, see you again, feel your beating heart next to mine, but I'll never go. New Mexico. Come on, Bruce.
Mr. Dean Owens. Thank you. Now, the funny thing about being in the bar and watching the session as it's developed over the years is that quite a lot of the kids that were going up to Plockton is the School of Excellence for traditional music, and a lot of the kids started popping into the session on their way up to the school on a Sunday. And the funny thing was they would arrive kind of at just before the session started, start playing, and then at 5 to 6, when the train to Plockton is just about to pull out, you would see them throwing their jackets on and running up the road. And that was Callan McCarran here, who is on the piano, and Ben, who is on the fiddle here. And Kyle didn't go to Plockton. He's heavy duty. He's Inverness. He's Inverness through and through. In fact, he's so heavy duty that a couple of nights ago when we were organising the transport to this gig, he messaged Jamie, who's on the bar there, and he said, Jamie, look, could you pick me up, please, in Carbridge, because I'm down at my mum's getting my washing done. You think that's bad? Callan today, I said, have you enjoyed today, and what are you doing? And he says, well, I'm going to meet up with some pals and talk about some music and stuff like that, and then I might go to the Lego shop.
I didn't even buy anything in the end.
It's too expensive.
Very disappointed.
So, yeah, we're just different. Anyway, here's the lads with a few tunes. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. Right. Are you up for singing? Now, the whole thing about a session is it doesn't have to be just traditional music. That's very important. You should welcome any kind of music into it as long as it's all gelling in with the feeling of that evening. And this song has been sung a few times at the session, and everybody in the bar joins in. And we fully expect every one of you, probably harmonies as well, Ali, would you say?
Yeah. Yes, I would.
This is Mr. Ali Duncan here on the guitar, who's going to lead you through this song. I think you wrote it, didn't you? And passed it on to...
I wrote this for Tom Petty in 1990. You might recognise it. She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus and America too. She's a good girl, crazy about Elvis, loves horses and a boyfriend too. Thank you very much.
Now, it is normally at this time of the session when everyone goes, oh, we've had a fair good song, a fair amount of tunes, we've had all sorts of things. It's now time we all had a good drink. And what better than to look to the barman at the back here, Mr. Jamie Rogers, the first barman ever employed by Celtic Connections to be on stage. We think this is a first, a world first, yes. What have we got tonight, Jamie?
Can I have a bigger cheer first, please? That's a little bit better. Thank you very much. We're going to do the Tenacious, which is a brand new one. It's based on the tune Callum's Road, which everyone, I suppose, knows. Bruce, do you want to tell a story of Callum's Road?
Callum's Road. Does anybody not know the story of Callum's Road? I can't see that. You'll have to shout. Right, okay. What happens is, tiny wee island off the coast of Skye called Rassie. An amazing, beautiful little island. And as things progress, some of the people up in the north end of the island there are cut off. And they're told, well, you'll just have to move to the mainland if you're wanting schooling. And Callum up the north there said, well, you know this, all we need is a proper road, and then we can get a bus up and down, and then you can take my kids to school. And rather than just, pressurize the council or anything like that, which, as we all know, doesn't work. He continued, he actually went out and started building a road. Now, this road is only a mile and a half, but it's over some of the most incredibly hard landscape to build on. And he built this, and it took him, I think, 20 years. And
It's not bad going, you know.
so there's books about this man. There is a whiskey after him, and now in our bar we have a cocktail named after Callum. It's called the Tenacious, and this is how it goes.
It's lovely, yeah. So, Razzie, absolutely stunning little place. Any Aberdeen fans in? You would love it. It's one of the only islands where sheep outnumber people. Brilliant. In fact, you know, that's until summer, when apparently the population of the island triples and the place goes into a mad frenzy just trying to find beds for 4 extra people. It's nuts. So, the idea for this one, because island life is simple, you know, was to make a really, really simple cocktail, which, of course, simple cocktails always start with a blowtorch. Any Ramstein fans in tonight? No? No. Got my Christmas tree with me, pulled it down out the house, took the decorations off. What we're going to do first of all is we're going to smoke that up a little bit, and then we're going to get all that smoke infusing in the glass, which kind of looks like a useless party trick, but it does make a big difference. These have been very popular all weekend. Someone last night said that we've smoked more herbs than Amsterdam this weekend. Yeah. Night 2 for that joke. Better reaction tonight. Chuffed with that. Yeah, gonna keep that one in the repertoire. So yeah, really simple. It's whiskey, honey, lemon, and a little bit of sea salt. So start off with our lemon juice. A little bit of honey here. Just a wee dash. Now, the reason for keeping it simple was because I wanted anyone to be able to go home, pull stuff out their cupboards, and make the cocktail. And it's proved right, because even Kyle Powell can make the cocktail. That's when he's behind the bar, looked at his fridge the other day, and there's just half a jar of pesto and a Matson smoked sausage. Not an awful lot going on. Where's the whiskey? Oh, time for this one, guys. I've left it downstairs. Double whiskey going in there. That one is terrible, isn't it? And I can't even do it right either. I'm not even good at doing it. We're going to give that a wee stir just to get the honey mixed in nice and easily, because if you put the ice in and then the honey straight away, it really just kind of makes everything go all stodgy. I'll grab some ice. Give it a wee stir. And then we can fling this all together. Pour it in the glass. Doesn't look like much, does it? When you think, I'm going to charge you 12 quid for that in the bar. You know? And you'll pay it, you'll say, oh, Jamie, you're so funny and handsome. Well, here's 20. That's just Bruce's mum that says that. So a little bit of that. Some salt. Represent the salty seas of the Atlantic Ocean with some of our Morrison's finest table salt. And there you have it, folks. That's it. That's the Tenacious.
Hooray! Well, there's only one tune to follow that. Please put your hands together for Mr. Jamie Rogers. So it's normally at that point after in a session in the pub where you all sit around looking at each other and going, well, how do we top a tune like that? Well, you don't. You go somewhere completely different. And that is Mr. Dean Owens' job.
No. I'm going to do the miserable part of the show, you know.
Don't worry, we can do miserable as well. We've got some other Gaelic songs on the horizon.
I'm kind of never happier than when I'm singing a miserable song. So we've got a wonderful sound man tonight called, so his nickname, and everybody knows him by the name of Dinner. Now, I didn't realise that Dinner was doing the sound tonight, and Bruce sent me a message beforehand saying if you get there for about 3:30 for the sound check and that, Dinner will be waiting for you. So I've not had any food. All right, I was thinking, what's it going to be? And it was dinner. So, which is lovely. But I'm starving now. So I'm going to play a song. I've got a new record coming out. I recorded it in Italy, and it's been released on Valentine's Day. Last year was a difficult year for me and my family. We lost my mother a few months back, and I just finished the album actually, and my mum wanted to hear what I'd been doing, and so the last song that I played her was this one that I'm gonna play for you now. This is it's my current single. It's absolutely storming the charts. Ed Sheeran shitting himself. It's called The Spirit of Us. After we have gone out of this room, when I've given you the sun, lassoed the moon, the pictures on the wall may fade completely, and the walls of this old house may tumble down, but the spirit of us will never die. The spirit of us will never die. Don't be haunted by the ghost of what's gonna come. Why don't we make the most of what we have now? What we have now, the spirit of us will never die. The spirit of us will never die. There's no one could love you, baby. No one could love you, baby, more than I. More than I. No one loves you. No one needs you. No one wants you more than I. More than I. No one loves you. No one needs you more than I. Thank you.
Superb. We have now a man, well, he's barely a man. He's, he is a young fellow who was brought to our attention a wee while ago, about a year ago. And since then, he has just gone on from one success to another. He's got quite the most incredible voice. He's a lovely fellow altogether. Please welcome Mr. Michael Lewis.
Black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. And I love the ground whereon she stands. I love my love, and well she knows. I love the ground whereon she goes. I wish the day it soon would come when she and I could be as one. I go to the Clyde, I mourn and weep, satisfied I never can be. And then I write her a letter, just a few short lines, and I suffered death 1,000 times. For black is the color of my true love's hair. Her lips are like some roses fair. She has the sweetest smile and the gentlest hands. And I love the ground whereon she stands.
Hey!
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Woo! So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Michael Lewis and Callan McKerran, a combined age of 35. Unbelievable talent. We're so lucky in this country to have so much talent that totally get what our tradition is all about. I'm going to play you something miserable as well. This is a little tune called Essek. Essek is just outside of Inverness, an area that I grew up in, and just an amazing vista right across the whole of Inverness, right across to the Black Isle. And I used to go up there as a kid and run around, play about. And I went up recently, and they've built a power station on top of it. It's so it's kind of a mixed tune altogether. But then we're going to play 3 reels, and again, I was talking about the fact that we have so many great new tunes that are played at sessions, but some of the old tunes we have just can't be forgotten, and we're going to play 3 of those really old tunes from the Glen collection and the Macintosh collection, finishing off with a tune called the Clydeside Lasses. Thank you very much. So that's us taking you back to the old days. Now we're going to take you back to the really old days, the 80s. Not the 1880s, but the 1980s.
This is a song by a very traditional band, Guns N' Roses. She's got a smile, and it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. If I stare too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Oh, sweet child of mine. Whoa, sweet love of mine. She has eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought of rain. I'd hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe place where as a child I'd hide and pray for the thunder and the rain to quietly pass me by. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine. Oh, sweet child of mine. Oh, sweet love of mine.
Kirsteen Nakau. So how do you follow that in a session? You're all looking at each other, nervously going, I don't have a slightest idea. And then the pipers arrive, and everything is sorted.
Hello. I've got a problem with this microphone here. It's taking a bit of a turn. So aye, there we go. We're going to crack on with some jigs. 3 jigs by the one and only Alan MacDonald from Glenouig. Alan is one of the best pipers, composers, singers of all time, I think. An amazing musician. But he's kind of more than that. He's just like he's a kind of an amazing character. And one of the coolest guys, and I was just thinking about a very quick story about Alan. A few years ago, in fact last year we went out to Celtic Colours the festival out in Cape Breton Island, and Bruce, you were there with Blazing Fiddles and the guys, and Alan's band consists of quite a few characters, shall we say. So I'm in it. I'm the most sensible one in the band, obviously. And then there's Ali Hutton, there's Ian McFarlane, there's Leonard Barry. So it's a bit of a crew, you know. It's a bit of a crew, and we got to Edinburgh Airport at 4 o'clock in the morning for a flight out to Canada, and the crack was great and all that. We're all there, got there on time, and which was the most surprising thing. But I, for once, decided to be sensible, and I said, well, I'll kind of be the kind of dad here. I'll take the passports and help with the check-in, and everyone's having the crack and all that, like by the check-in. Oh, great, good to see you boys and all that. And so I handed the passports over, and it all seemed fine until the person at check-in said, Alan MacDonald? Is there a Alan MacDonald here? And Alan kind of stood up to the front. I think he thought he was getting an upgrade. He said, yes, that's me. So, and she said, your flight was yesterday. And this is Alan, right? The coolest thing was, anyone else would panic, right? Alan went, was it? And that was his response, so and we're all like scratching our heads going, oh no. And just by the way Alan is, all of a sudden it was kind of sorted. Something happened, like up there. It just went, I kind of looked at the check-in folk and it was like, is there anything we can do here? And they were just like, okay, we'll make it happen. And Alan just sauntered through right straight on, but I thought, what a great response, like, was it? So that's kind of Alan, and his tunes are just unbelievable. He writes some of the best tunes there are on the planet, and these three jigs, the first one is called Annie's New Heart, which he wrote for his Auntie Annie, who lived in North Uist, and at the age of 90 had a bit of a problem with her heart, and had to come to Glasgow to get a wee operation and get kind of fixed up. And she was all excited about that, getting to Glasgow, you know, to get the new heart, she kept saying. So the tune's called Annie's New Heart, and it's got a lovely couple of extra beats in it, just to kind of signify the Annie's New Heart. And then a great tune called Dr. Ian McAngus, and then Flora Macaulay's. So we'll give that a go.
Hey! Go.
Feel free to dance as well, by the way. There's plenty of space on the side and the middle.
I think Miles did quite enough dancing last night. Mr. Finlay MacDonald! Mr. Miles McRae!
Hey!
Well, we are getting to that point in the evening where I think we all need to sing, and we need to sing a song I think that, everybody will know and love. Mr. Are you ready? Yes. Mr. Michael Lewis.
Hi again, everyone. This next few number we're doing for you is a John Martin song, and it is called May You Never. And may you never lay your head down without a hand to hold, and may you never make your bed out in the cold. Well, you're just like a sweet and strong brother of mine, and you know that I love you true. And you never talk dirty behind my back, and I know that there's those that do. Oh, please, won't you bear it in mind? The love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, won't you bear it in mind for me? And may you never lay your head down without a hand to hold, and may you never make your bed out in the cold. Well, you're just like a kind and brave sister to me, and you know that I love you true. And you hold no blade to stab me in my back, and I know that there's some that do. Oh, please, won't you bear it in mind? The love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, won't you bear it in mind for me? And may you never lay your head down without a hand to hold, and may you never make your bed out in the cold. Well, you're just like a sweet and brave brother to me, and you know that I love you true. And you're holding no blade to stab me in my back, and I know that there's some that do. Oh, please, won't you bear it in mind? The love is a lesson to learn in our time. Please, won't you bear it in mind for me? And may you never lose your temper if you get hit in a barroom fight, and may you never lose your woman overnight. May you never lay your head down without a hand to hold, and may you never make your bed out in the cold. May you never lose your temper if you get hit in a barroom fight, and may you never lose your woman overnight. May you never lose your woman overnight, and may you never lose your woman overnight. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Mr. Michael Lewis! Well, we are getting there, folks. This is just about our last number. And, well, we'd love to thank everybody. I tried to name everybody last night, and it just went on for half an hour. So just thank you to every single member of the MacGregor's session team, every one of them. Give them a hand. Our special guest, Mr. Finlay MacDonald, Mr. Michael Lewis, and Mr. Dean Owens.
Can we also give it up real quick for dinner? The sound guy, Hugo, and all the staff at Celtic Connections. To the mummager, Joe, that's sitting up there in the rafters, who's looking after us. Give it up for all the staff. Thank you.
And of course, a big thank you for the man himself, who without we wouldn't be here.
Bruce MacGregor!
Here we go, Dean.
Are we on the, we're doing the
This
final
is it.
song, is
This is
it?
the final. This is the last song, I believe.
Okay, it is indeed, aye. So I'm going to ask for a wee bit of audience participation on this one, okay? So whenever I've seen Bob Dylan or Bruce Springsteen or Neil Young play, and whenever they play the harmonica, the crowd always go nuts and whoop and holler and scream and shout. Whenever I blow the harmonica, nothing happens. Right? So for this final tune, if you can help me through my insecurities, and every time you hear this, that's exactly it, okay? Every time. Or if Bruce plays a fiddle solo or whatever, I want some whooping and hollering, okay? So this is a song I wrote with a guy called Will Kimbrough in Nashville, and seems quite fitting to play it now. It's called The Last Song. It goes a wee bit like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we go.
Are you friends and food? Come on, time is come for one more song. The bells are ready rung. So let's song, sing it while you can. So let's song, order up just one more round. Don't forget to bring me one. Bells are ready rung. So let's song, sing it while you can. So let's song, it's time to say goodbye for now. Get up while you can. So let's song, dance with me all night long. So let's song, raise up your glass, get up off your ass. It's the last song, the last song, it's the last song, it's the last song, it's the last song, the last song, it's the last song, it's the last song, it's the last
Mr. Dean Owens, thank you very much. We're going to give you one last tune. On your feet. Let's go for it. It's the Skylark. 1, 2, 3, 4.